Welcome back to Forex Signals TV. I'm Shane Vernier, trading coach at howtotradeinforexsignals.com. Today we're going to talk about backtesting. Backtesting is a method of measuring how well a trading strategy would have performed on a historical data set. It is a common way of quantifying the efficacy of trading systems and methodologies. A robust backtesting study helps traders build statistical track records for any set of market entry and exit rules. By doing so, intraday scalpers, day traders, and swing traders can gain an idea of what to expect on a day-to-day basis. Now, there are two basic methods of backtesting: manual and automated. Manual backtesting involves sifting through libraries of historical data and recording results with a pencil and paper. Over the years, I've spent months and months conducting manual backtesting studies, and let me tell you, they are intense and they are exhausting. The second type of backtesting is automated. In this case, backtesting software applications are used to apply a strategy to a historical data set. Automated backtesting software comes in a variety of shapes and sizes, from those available free on your trading platform to for-purchase third-party applications. In this video, we're going to cover how to backtest your Forex trading strategy using Metatrader 4's automated functionality. All right, let's get to it. All right, let's take a minute and go through the process behind actually testing your Forex strategy on the Metatrader 4 platform. Now, you can see right here we have 5 steps to getting started. The first one is we're going to set the parameters. The second one, we're going to access the historical data. The third one is add indicators. The fourth one is to actually run the back test. And the fifth one is to evaluate. So let's just take a brief second and go through these. Now, the first step here is step 1. You're going to set up your parameters. Now, we do this by opening up the strategy tester. We can click by Control R and open that very quickly, or we can navigate to view and select the strategy tester from the drop-down list. So very straightforward there. Once again, we're going to do this on the platform itself, so it should be a relatively routine by the time we're done with the video. Secondly, you're going to access your data. Now remember, you're only as good as your data. You have to have good historical data without any gaps or holes. By using the download feature, the history center right there on MT4, we can certainly get a data set to work with for our backtesting studies. So we need no gaps, no holes. Our data has to be as good as it can be. We'll show you how to do that on Metatrader 4 as well. Now, step 3 is going to be to add your indicators or EAs. You can add a backtest an indicator or one of your EAs. For the sake of our argument, we're going to add some EAs here and really just show you exactly how to run a real quick backtest using a comprehensive strategy such as an expert advisor. Number 4, you're going to select a desirable time frame and spread structure and then click start. So it's going to be very, very important that, number 1, you know your period. You want to do this on a 5-minute, 10-minute, 4-hour, or a daily chart. And also we're going to have to identify our spread at our spread parameter. And we can do that from historic spreads or current spreads. And the idea is there that spread data is actually reflected in our backtested study. That's imperative. And also we're just going to click start. Very, very simple to do. We'll show you how to do it. And then lastly, we're going to evaluate. Now, this is the most important part of the entire strategy in my point, or the entire process, is you're going to need to understand what some of these things mean. And the best thing about it is MT4 aggregates all of the performance metrics into one place. So all you're going to have to do is really just take a good look at some of these parameters put forth and some of these figures, and then we'll have a good idea of, okay, how does our strategy really perform over those historical data sets? Can I expect a similar type of performance in the live market? And what about my maximum drawdowns? What about my maximum profitability? What about my initial deposit? Is this the right amount of money to be putting into the market with this given strategy? Metatrader 4 consolidates all that for you, and it's very, very simple to actually get the readout. But interpreting the readout does take a little bit of skill and nuance, and we're going to go over how to do that right now. So let's head over to the charting lab and get started. Okay, welcome back to the chart lab. Here's our Metatrader 4 chart. Let's get this Forex back tester up and rolling as quickly, as efficiently as we possibly can. So first thing I want to do is make sure that my workspace is to my liking. So in order to do that, I'm going to click on my navigator. I want my navigator open, and I also want my market watch open. I think that it's always good to have a good bead on where your indicators, your expert advisors, and scripts are, and also to monitor what's happening here in the live market. So in order to launch this Forex back tester here in MT4, very simple process. notice you just go right up to view, you go right to strategy tester and give it a click. And you'll see right here, here's the strategy tester in all of its glory. So what do we do to get this up and running? Well, the first thing that we really need to do once we open the Forex tester is we need to make sure that we have our inputs all aligned and ready to go. So for me, that's going to be Euro US dollar. That's the chart that we have up here, our Euro US dollar daily chart. We've also got this clicked over to Expert Advisor. Now you can also backtest indicators if you like. We're going to focus on an Expert Advisor. You'll notice that we've already, we're just going to take 1 second. We're going to put our moving average EA on our chart directly. We just drag and drop. We've got some inputs, our default inputs there, also some common. We're going to have long and short entries, both positions going, and we also want to enable alerts. And we're going to click OK to go with that EA's custom settings, its default settings. Now the next thing we want to do is make sure our Euro USD lines up with our chart. We've got the right pair selected. You'll notice this is just a basic drop-down menu, and you just click right on the pair that you want to study. Now we need to select a model. This is very important. Now we've got 3 options here in MT4. You've got a tick-by-tick model, which is going to give you that EA executed on historical price data on a tick-by-tick basis. You also have control points. It's not as accurate, and what that does is checks in with the market every so often to sort of account for basic market direction and things. Not much granularity there. You're probably not going to want to use that if you're trading real money. And then you have open prices only. It's the fastest method that's going to give you a bar-by-bar representation of what the strategy is doing performance-wise. So for us, in the interest of time, we're going to click on open prices only. I recommend maybe using the tick-by-tick if you're going to be trading real money. Now, the next thing that we need to do is we need to make sure our period's okay. You've got all different selections here from intraday time frames up to a daily. I'm going to go to a 4-hour chart, and I'm also going to input my spread as being just the current spread. But if you want to account a little bit more for spread, maybe assign a larger spread value just to make sure that that spread is accounted for in your strategic results. You could do that as well. You could take it up to 5, 10, 30, 50, whatever you feel is necessary. I'm going to stay current with the idea that we're going to launch a real current study here. Now my time frame, we go right to from to to. We want to use dates here. For me, I'm going to run it from the 1st of January 2023 to the 18th of April 2023. That's a nice sample set. It's a real current small sample set. It's going to give us a good idea of what the strategy is doing on recent price action. A lot of backtesters believe more in recent price action than distant historical data sets. Others want to build as big a study as they possibly can. That's up to you. That's trader preference. You have to decide what types of studies you're going to favor in your actual backtesting methodology. So right here, we've got everything set. We've got our EA set. Boom, moving average. We've got our pair. We've got our 4-hour. We've got our spreads. We've got our data set. Now all we do is we cruise right down here and we click start. And you'll notice because we have visual mode checked, it's going to show up each and every one of these executions that our strategies produced over the past 3.5 months. It's going to execute right there in the live market and give us a good understanding of what to expect profit and loss wise. So if it's taking a little bit longer and you don't want to wait, you can just hit skip to, and it'll take you right to the end of the study. Now, typically, you're going to have to be looking at that last instance of the study, because if it goes off the board and say a trade is open and you run out of time, a lot of times that's going to give you some accounting problems in your results page. So that's something to be aware of, something you're probably going to have to do manually at the end of each one of your back-tested studies. So the next thing we're going to want to do here is take a look at our results. So we just click on our results tab at the bottom of the screen, and you can see just a list of our trades. We had 22 trades, profit and losses. You can see exactly how it is, negative P&L, positive P&L as the trade results came in. Here's our equities curve, and you'll notice right here we started with 25,000. We went up to 26,000, then we came back down to 24, then we finished right above 25,000. So the strategy looks like it's been a winner over the past 3 months. And you'll notice right here when we click on that final report, we have a good idea of gross profit, gross loss, what was our expected payoff, things like profitable trades. How many profitable trades do we have? We were only 27% of the time. We were getting winning trades. Losing trades were 72% of the time. But you'll notice that we had five consecutive losers at one juncture for a total of negative 668. From my experience in backtesting, take the time out, study the losers, study your losing trades, study how many losers in a row you have. Now on this small of a data set, you look at 5 losers and say, oh, that's not the end of the world. How many consecutive losses did you have? Yeah, you had 3 consecutive losses, 5 where you lost money. So what exactly can you take away from that? That's your drawdown. You're going to need to understand how those consecutive losses work in order to make sure that you stay solvent and liquid in the market. So of all these metrics, highly recommend that you focus on consecutive losses and drawdowns. You're going to want to know how much you can lose potentially before you gain the profitability that you're looking for. So that's a good look at just how to evaluate the outcome of your back-tested strategy. One last thing, sort of a little trick. Optimization is an area where a lot of folks run into trouble. They begin to try to optimize a strategy towards that back data, that historical data. That's called backfitting. And what happens is we wind up with a set of results that look really great on how to trade yesterday, but they tell us nothing how to trade tomorrow. So if you're interested in optimizing, there's a few ways that you may be able to do it that are sort of interesting here. Now, with regards to our EA, we can go right over to our expert properties. And what we're going to do, we're going to click on expert properties and we're going to look at our testing. Now you'll notice we have an initial deposit of say 25,000 in there. Well, let's say I don't want to risk that much. Let's say I want to go down to 10,000 is all I have, and that's what I want to run my results on. Positions, you'll notice we have it filtered out for long only. Let's say, well, what happens on the short side of the ledger here? Let's try short only, or better yet, let's take all the trades. Let's try long and short. Now you'll notice just by changing those two parameters, we've lowered our risk exposure and we've increased theoretically the number of our trades. Now our optimized parameters balance, you'll notice we can go to our inputs. Let's leave our maximum risk at 3%, and you'll notice we could change our lot size. We could change all different parameters there. And optimization, you can just figure out a different way to run your pips, consecutive wins, balance minimums, profits minimums. That's advanced. I highly encourage you to get in there and play around with those numbers if you like. For the sake of this discussion, let's just keep it with our basic risk exposure and impact the frequency of our trades, the number of our trades. We go ahead, we click OK. All of our parameters are the same for the same 3.5 months of time. We're going to run this study. We're going to run it visually. We're going to run it on the Euro US dollar using our moving average EA. We go down to start, click start. Okay, we're off and running here. Our trades are being plotted real time. Once again, we're impatient. We don't want to wait. We just go right to skip 2. Takes us to the end of the study. You'll notice we also have a disjointed trade at the end that you will have to account for manually. Let's check the results of this. Now remember, we have less money, but more trades. What happened? Well, you'll notice, okay, how many more trades? Well, we only had 4 more trades. So we have 26 trades in 3.5 months. Are we really that frequent? No, not really, but maybe we're trading more than we should. Let's find out in a minute. And then right there's your profit and loss on each trade. You go right to your graph. What happened to our equity curve? We started at 10,000 and we took a major hit down to about 994. Let's see, about 9407 before we actually got the rebound here towards the end of the cycle. And that may even be in conjunction with that last trade, so we'd have to filter that out as well. What's our final report? Total net profit was $93. Gross profit was $562. Gross loss was $656. What was our consecutive losers? 5 consecutive losses. Losses in the money. Losses in money. 8 trades. So eight trades in a row. So you really want to study the outcome and understand how your risk exposure, that initial capital you have, not to mention your buys and sells, your frequency of trade, impact your bottom line, your profitability. So that's a good look at how to run your Forex back tests on MT4. Fairly robust platform. Just remember, you've got to set your parameters. You've got to make sure that your data is as good as you can make it. Go through, get a good solid data set, fiddle around with it, maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months, maybe 9 months, maybe 10 years. You have that freedom with this automated functionality. It is a good way to get up and running with an idea. We don't necessarily want to go into the market and trade it according to Hoyle with big money. We may want to fine tune it and always be working on our strategy to get it as good as we possibly can. But the back tester is a good place to start, maybe spotting those historical trends in price behavior. Okay, that's about it here from the Trading Lab. Let's get back over and wrap this video up. Backtesting is a traditional method of evaluating any trading system or strategy. However, it is not infallible. Here are a few tips for making your backtesting study the best it can be. Number 1, don't cheat. Always remember, garbage in is garbage out. Make sure that your data and study parameters are absolutely 100% accurate. Number 2, run multiple tests. Oftentimes, backtesting results vary from study to study. By running multiple tests using the same strategy and historic data set, you will be able to remove each report's variance and view the comprehensive performance of your strategy versus a baseline set of outcomes. Lastly, remember to account for slippage and commissions by entering estimated values. While your estimates may not be 100% accurate, they do give you a ballpark idea of how much of a profit detractor these factors can be. Now, despite being an industry leader for more than a decade, Metatrader 4 remains one of the most popular Forex software suites in the market today. If you haven't already, click below and check out a free MT4 demo over at switchmarkets.com. As always, be sure to subscribe to Forex Signals TV and check us out on the socials. Until next time, trade well, and we'll see you in the markets.